Alright, so I'm going to do this DVD and Blu-ray full collection. I was going to do these at the end of the year, but I've realized I have so many that doing that would, and you guys being able to keep up with how many movies I have, would be impossible. And that's the whole point of why I do collections, is so you can keep up with some of the stuff I have, or like my figure collection, it's just to show off cool stuff I have. But yeah, so instead I'm going to do one of these every few months. So I got a really big collection. It would take me probably hours to go over everything here, so I'm not going to go into detail about where I pick things up. I tried that, and my phone could literally not hold the amount of storage that a video that large would take, because it is over an hour long. So we're going to shorten things up. Happy Days, seasons 1 through 6. Hope they put out the last few seasons on DVD, because they're not even available in single releases, unfortunately. Animaniacs, got a review coming up for that. Stay tuned for that. Angry Beavers, great show. Danny Phantom, garbage creator. Third season's a mess, but the show is decent. Rugrats Trilogy, got reviews for all those if you want to watch that. Still need to watch Explorers, Small Soldiers, and The Explorers. Crocodile Dundee and Crocodile Dundee 2. Before I watch these movies, I don't know what that was. Before I watch these movies, I need to get Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles, and so I will watch all those movies as a trilogy for the first time. We'll see if it's the greatest cinematic trilogy ever made. Adventure Time, the final seasons on DVD. Fortunately, never been on Blu-ray. Really sucks that they haven't. I don't know why that is, but okay. Looney Tunes Rabbit's Run, just a random Dollar Tree pickup. Got a review for this garbage movie. Don't watch it. And I got reviews for these movies: Scooby-Doo, Return to Zombie Island, and Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. But yeah, Dennis the Menace. Don't need to watch that. These bank robbery movies. I don't know anything about these, but we'll see. It was $3, so I'll watch it. Ernest, Wacky Adventures. Don't need to watch that. Dilbert, the creators. Not canceled because he was white, because of low ratings. Banjo the Woodpile Cat. Don Bluth short. If you love Don Bluth, this may not be around in print much longer, so I'd pick this up while you can. Father Christmas and the Snowman. Stay tuned for reviews for those during Christmas time. Mystery Science 3000, Volume 1. National Geographic series. I talked about this on my second channel, The Great Migrations. Or Great Migrations. I don't know if it's that or it. I don't know. 4K editions of seasons 1 and 2 of Stranger Things. Hope they continue that trend and put out a third season on 4K. Probably not, because I've seen season 1 on clearance a lot at Target. E.T., the VHS style Blu-ray cover. Seriously, this takes up a lot of room for just that. 1966 Batman, seasons 1 through 3. Critters, 1 through 4. And I still need to get the latest Critters movie, which I believe was an exclusive to Shudder, but Shudder always puts out their crap on Blu-ray, even though they're a streaming service, which I do like. Appreciate it. Gravity Falls, the complete series, and all the shorts. Star Wars The Force Awakens, the 3D Blu-ray edition, which is a beautiful collector's edition. Jurassic Park, the collection. Which includes Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park: The Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, and Jurassic World. And yes, I do have Fallen Kingdom. The only reason I own that one is because someone gave it to me for free. Because that movie is so bad, I probably would not own it. But I like having a complete set. So, completist in me enjoys it. Fan of good movies does not. Criterion, Seven Samurai, one of the best action movies ever made, and probably one of the most entertaining foreign movies ever made, because I know people hate movies that are not in English, and they love this movie. It's a movie almost anyone can enjoy. Fantastic Mr. Fox, my favorite movie ever made, and this is the Criterion. And look how ripped and worn this copy is of this movie, because I just watch it so much. And I probably am going to watch it again in the fall. 4K of 2001: A Space Odyssey, one of the most beautiful films ever made, and one of the most beautiful 4Ks ever made. David Tennant, Doctor Who, my favorite season of Doctor Who, but the only one I've seen, and I'm still watching through it currently. So, Batman animated series, I have reviews for this and its movies. Love this series. I did Jack Ryan reviews. Probably in a few years I'll probably do some updated reviews on these. I don't feel like I touched on these films well enough. I have reviews for these too. Need to get more Ultraman stuff. Ultra Q, Ultraman. Love Ultraman. Firefly, one of the worst Blu-ray collector's editions I've ever seen, but great show. Ten Commandments, the Cedric DeMille's version, or however you pronounce his name. This includes the silent version from 1923 and the 1956 version. If you have the normal 1956 version, the really only point of getting this is the silent version. So if you don't really care about it, not worth upgrading. There's no new bonus features or anything. Ghostbusters 1 and 2. I do like the women one. Not as a guilty pleasure. I just genuinely enjoy it. It's not a good movie though. Dark Crystal, my favorite Jim Henson movie ever made. Better than the Muppets, if you ask me. And you should all watch it on Netflix and its prequel series because they're fantastic. The MGM Collection, which includes The Pebble and the Penguin, Secret of Nim, Greatest Story Ever Told, Black Stallion, All Dogs Go to Heaven 1 and 2, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Igor, and Fiddler on the Roof. Some of those are classics and some of those aren't. I'll leave it for you to decide. Avatar: Last Airbender, one of the best shows ever made. And if you have Netflix and you don't collect Blu-rays, watch it on Netflix. Adventure Time Seasons 1 through 3 and 4. These are UK releases. And then, 5 and 6. And this is not a UK release. This is the American releases. I only own seasons 1 through 5 in the UK editions because it was cheaper to get them as a box set than buy them individually. Sound of Music. This is the 50th anniversary edition. I don't know. Dragon Ball Z Super Broly. Gosh, that's such a long title. This is the Walmart exclusive lenticular cover. Pretty awesome if you ask me. I need more Dragon Balls in my collection. And I don't mean that in a dirty sense. Ocean Waves. The worst Studio Ghibli movie and probably one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life. Well, that's not true. It's not Frozen 2, Lion King bad, or Batman vs. Super... Well, Lion King remake bad, not the original. Or, I would even say Avatar: Last Airbender, the movie, the live-action movie, and then I'll also say, Batman vs. Superman, Justice League, and Suicide Squad. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The complete Blu-ray collection. Love this set. Not a great show though, but I love Scooby-Doo. I will watch anything Scooby-Doo, no matter its quality, and sometimes to a detriment. Spirited Away, one of the greatest films ever made. I don't care if you like anime or not. Watch this freaking movie if you haven't. My Neighbor Totoro, one of my favorite movies ever made. Loved watching that on the big screen, and I probably would go again because it was one of the greatest experiences watching a movie in the theater I have ever had. Princess Mononoke, one of my favorite films ever made. I love my Studio Ghibli movies, and I honestly need to get more. Castle in the Sky. I don't care for this one too much. It's a fun action movie, though. Wind Rises. Boring as sin, and I don't say that for a lot of movies, but that one puts me to sleep. And I have it just because I like to be completionist, and I need to get more Studio Ghibli movies. How's Moving Castle? I don't know. Stranger movie. I don't watch it that often. I don't watch a lot of anime, to be honest. Hunchback of Notre Dame 1 and 2. First one's amazing, and the other one's, why does this exist? I don't know. Sleeping Beauty. I have nothing to say about that because this movie is nothing. It's beautifully animated, just No story and no actual substance and boring as tarp. Three Musketeers. The Mickey, Donald, and Goofy Three Musketeers. Fun, and I'm glad that I got this from Disney Movie Awards with the slip, so that's nice. Meet the Robinsons. A mess of a movie, but got some cool ideas and enjoyable enough. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? My favorite Disney movie ever made. One of the best movies ever made. Never watched it? You should. Finding Nemo. Another one of my favorite movies ever made. Finding Dory. Not one of my favorite movies ever made, but decent enough. The Muppets movie. One of my favorite Muppet movies ever made. Muppets Most Wanted. My probably third or fourth favorite Muppet movie. The Jungle Book remake. The only one remake of a Disney live action or Disney animated film that I remember liking, at least. It's probably not as good as I remember, but I got it from Disney Movie Awards, so technically I got it for free. Underdog. I have this because a lot of Disney movies are going out of print, and I'm scared that the ones I want I won't be able to get, and so if I wanted this later, I may not be able to get it. It was $5, so for a Disney movie, that's a good deal, though. Nightmare Before Christmas. My second favorite movie ever made. Frankenweenie. It's okay. I remember liking it more when I was younger. The 2014 Godzilla. The best one will always be the 1954 one. This is probably second best to that, though I always prefer the Japanese ones because it, when we remake stuff in American, it's kind of misses the point. Inception. I've never seen this movie, and I need to watch it, and I'm going to be doing that soon. Edge of Tomorrow, or Live, Die, Repeat, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't like this movie as much as everyone else does. It's cool, but it's ridiculously overhyped. Gone Off the Winds, great movie. It's not racist, shut up. Casablanca, one of the greatest films ever made, and everyone who loves movies should watch this movie at least once in their lifetime. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the best version. Fight me, Disney fans. Fight me. I'm sorry. We'll get into that one in a minute. Clint Eastwood, The Outlaw. It's The Outlaw. It's a Clint Eastwood movie. I don't like this movie that much. It's kind of really boring. It's really well shot, though. 42. This is a decent biopic. I have a poster on my wall just because it was like someone, my cousin was giving it away and was like, oh, I'll just take it, put it on the wall. And it came with the frame, so I was like, yeah. And I bought, I needed a poster in that spot anyways in my room. Gremlins 1 and 2. Gremlins 1 is amazing, and Gremlins 2 is so-so. Blazing Saddles. Not racist, funny movie. And it's the opposite of racism if you really look at what the movie's saying. So, yeah. Crazy Rich Asians. Overhyped movie. Still good, though. Sherlock Holmes, the Guy Ritchie version. Fellowship of the Ring. I need to get the rest of the Lord of the Rings movies. Paddington 2. I still need to get Paddington 1. Of course, I've been saying that for multiple years now. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the classic animated one. Screw the Jim Carrey version. Screw it. This is the superior version. The Iron Giant, one of my favorite films ever made. One of the best movies ever made, animated or not. Space Jam. The steelbook that has terrible art on it. And an enjoyable, guilty pleasure, fun movie, even though it's not that great. Big Top Scooby-Doo. Enough said on that. Storks, a decent fun comedy, I guess. The Lego Movie, one of the best animated films, and I think films ever made, and one of the most creative and brilliant films ever made, and people are still trying to rip it off to this day. The Lego Movie, the second part, not nearly as good as the first movie, and does not hold up on rewatches, and I wish I had waited for it to get cheaper, because wow, that movie did not hold up on a second rewatch, and probably I will never rewatch it again. The Lego Ninjago Movie. Enough said on that. The Lego Batman Movie. My favorite Batman movie ever made, probably, even though it's goofier than a lot of the other ones, but if you really like Batman, this is the most accurate Batman movie ever made. Batman Return of the Caped Crusaders. Fun movie, and just kind of a fun Adam West style Batman movie that was made in the modern day and was animated. I still need to get Batman vs. Two-Face. Sadly, that was his last voice recorded role before his death. Batman Ninja. That sounds cooler than it is, and these are obviously samurais, not ninjas, and this movie's garbage. Hot garbage. I think everybody who was expecting this movie to be something really awesome was very disappointed. The Dark Knight Steelbook. I need to get these movies in 4K, but I just have the Steelbook because I saw it at Goodwill, and it's cool. And I will keep the Steelbook even if I get them in 4K. Death of Superman on Blu-ray. Fantastic movie. Aquaman on 4K. Decent movie. But not like in terms of like entertainment, not an actually good movie. Teen Titans: The Judas Contract, or Ernest Tar, and a terrible Teen Titans movie. Ninja Turtles, the original film. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. Ninja Turtles 3, Turtles in Time. I did reviews for the entire trilogy there, and I did a review for TMNT. There's also a review for that too. Batman the movie, with the Adam West one, because I love Adam West Batman, if you couldn't tell. Independence Day. I just watched this recently, because you know what day you watch this? Saturday. Because Saturday was Independence Day. Edward Scissorhands. Probably my favorite Burton movie. I know Nightmare Before Christmas is like my second favorite movie, but that's not a Burton movie. It's actually directed by Henry Selick, the director of Coraline, and people need to stop saying it's a Burton movie. So this is my actual favorite of his filmography, and I think this movie's brilliant. Big Fish is very close though. I still need to get Big Fish. Big. Probably my favorite comedy ever made. Lincoln. Probably my favorite biopic ever made, which is weird to say because I don't tend to like biopics, but I love Steven Spielberg. So, Chronicle, great movie, and Josh Trank abolished the Fantastic Four in film form, but this was a good movie, and I wish he had gone on to do other projects after this movie. Bohemian Rhapsody, meh. Let's not talk about this anymore. I've talked about this movie so much, and my distaste for it so much, I'm just done with it. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Not a good movie, but, I enjoyed it. I had fun watching it, so I have it. 500 Days of Summer. My favorite romantic movie ever made. I think it's super funny, super interesting, and just entertaining, and just well done. And it's incredibly well made, well edited. Man, I love that movie. And I wish Mark Webb would have gone on to do crap like that movie instead of garbage like The Amazing Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2. Mrs. Doubtfire. Hilarious movie. Robin Williams is a genius. Big Trouble in Little Chinatown. John Carpenter is a genius, and this is my favorite of his movies. Of course, I haven't seen that many of his movies. The Sandlot. Overrated, but still good. Man on Fire. I need to watch this. Castaway with the Deadpool Walmart exclusive slipcover. It's not as great as everyone says it is. Like, Castaway is like, yeah, it's kind of good, and Tom Hanks is excellent in the movie, but really, there are better movies with people who get stranded on an island. So, Napoleon Dynamite. Fun movie, really funny, but just, not my style of humor, I guess. I guess it is, because I've done videos in the style of that movie. I don't know. Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Ben Stiller. This is my third favorite movie ever made, and it deserves more love, and I love Ben Stiller and anything he does. And I do mean anything. Anastasia. Anastasia is amazing. On Broadway from what I hear, but the soundtrack here is fantastic. But this movie, kind of underrated, deserves a little bit more love, and still needs to, and everyone wants to call it a Disney ripoff, but it's really not. It's really not that at all. Highly recommend it. The First Ice Age is the only good Ice Age. Book of Life. It looks better than it actually is. but that's mostly because of the art style. It's not really that creative or interesting. What the heck? My copy of Peanuts was banging around in here. What the heck was that about? Peanuts, the movie, or the Peanuts movie. Decent movie. I don't know. Not embarrassed to say anything about that. I just don't have anything to say. Isle of Dogs, Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. Of course, I love that movie because I love Fantastic Mr. Fox, directed by the same guy and the same style. So, of course, I love it. Missing Link, very underrated, fun stop motion story. It's not that great of a movie. It's a fun adventure movie. It could have been much better as a story, though, and I think that's why it went under the radar. But still, I still think it's worth checking out if you like fun adventure movies. 4K of Yesterday. I like this movie more every time I watch it, though it still could have been more. Incredible Hulk. Only have this because I want to own every single Marvel movie, and then I realized I don't really want to do that as much as I thought I did, but I don't know. I have it now. I'm okay with having it, just it's whatever. And it probably won't come to Disney Plus because it's a Universal movie, so I guess I do have to own it. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. One of the worst films I've ever seen in my life. A beautiful mind. Never watched this movie. Picked this up at Goodwill. And it looks really good. It's from Ron Howard, and I love Ron Howard and anything he does. So, Serenity, the movie to companion the Fantastic TV show. So, Harry and the Hendersons. This movie is actually surprisingly fun and good, and the makeup here for Harry is incredible, and that's why it won an Oscar, because it legitimately is incredible. American Graffiti, one of the two good George Lucas movies, which is Star Wars: A New Hope and American Graffiti. And some of you might all be saying Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back. He didn't direct those, so can't say they're his movies. And don't even go at me with the prequels. We're not arguing about that today. Holiday Inn. This is actually okay, I guess. I'm not like super in love with it. Casper. People really love this movie. I don't. If you grew up on with this movie, you probably will. But it's whatever. I got that for like $4 on clearance at like Best Buy, and I was like, fine, I'll grab it. Yeah, I'll do a review for Halloween time. And it was fun watching at Halloween time. Just not a great movie. The Ghost and Mr. Chicken. One of the best Don Knotts films ever, if not the best. Kubo and the Two Strings. Could have been better as a story, but beautifully animated. And Coraline. One of the best stop motion movies ever made, if not the best. And again, this guy who directed this movie, Henry Selick, is the guy who directed Nightmare Before Christmas. Prince of Egypt. One of my favorite animated films ever made, if not my favorite. Well, actually, it's Fantastic Mr. Fox and Nightmare Before Christmas. So maybe it's not my favorite, but it is my favorite DreamWorks movie. It is my favorite adaptation of the Ten Commandments. Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. Wish that Matt Damon didn't narrate a horse and this movie was a silent movie. Would have been significantly better. Trolls, a guilty pleasure. And then we get Trolls World Tour. The Transformers, the movie, in Steelbook. And I'm going to start pulling these things out in bulk. So here we go. Bumblebee on 4K. G.I. Joe, Retaliation. True Grit and True Grit, the original. I have not watched these and I need to watch them. Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Charlotte's Web, the remake, even though the original has actually not been put out on Blu-ray yet, and I'm hoping it does. SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water. Still need to get SpongeBob the movie. Sorry, I thought that'd be funny, and it did not work out as well as I thought it would. Rocking Tall with The Rock. Found this at a Goodwill. Probably isn't good, just like everything The Rock's in. So we'll see if it's any good though. Weekend at Bernie's. Another one of my favorite comedies ever made. Now You See Me. Don't care about Now You See Me 2. My Little Pony the movie. Yes, I am a brony. Don't hate. I almost want to call this My Little Pony, but this is not My Little Pony. Men in Black, Men in Black 2, and Men in Black 3. I only like Men in Black 2. The Good Catholic. Not Catholic, but I just really like this movie, and it's incredibly well made. And it was a surprising Dollar Tree pickup. Rudy, never seen it, need to watch it. And the same thing with these two movies, The Bounty Hunter and Salt. Secondhand Lion, still need to watch that again. It was fantastic. I loved it. Probably would only get better on rewatches. Mothra, the Steelbook. I love Mothra. That's the original Mothra. Roxanne. Opportunity Knocks. I need to get more of these retro VHS style slipcovers. Kroll. Love this movie. Really stupid sci-fi movie from the 80s. You're the Hunter from the Future. I don't know how this became one of my favorite movies ever made. I wouldn't know how to review it or describe it. I just want to tell you it's amazing and you should watch it. Anaconda! The Warlords. Apparently this is a really good foreign film and someone recommended it to me, so I watch it. Double, and Number Station. I don't know if these movies are good, but I'll watch them. Bone Tomahawk. Some people really like this movie, so check that out. The Kickboxer Vengeance. I've heard that's really good. And then Brawl on Cell Block 99 in Arizona. People told me those movies are really good. Apparently, Arizona is a dark comedy. Some of my favorite types of comedy there. Dirty Dancing and Dirty Dancing Hawaiian Nights. So I need to watch, Power Rangers, the 2017 movie. I like it. I don't know. It's not good, though. Spies of Warsaw. Fantastic BBC miniseries. Love David Tennant, amazing actor, and you should watch that if you like anything BBC. Another one of my guilty pleasures here, Mortal Kombat. Garbage movie, but entertaining as hell and really funny to make fun of. Wallace and Gromit: The Complete Collection, which includes A Grand Day Out, The Wrong Trousers, A Close Shave, and A Matter of Life and Death. Shaun the Sheep, the movie. Shaun the Sheep 1 is on Netflix. It's exclusive to Netflix. I recommend watching it. I think it's significantly better than the first movie in some areas, and in some areas not. And then we have my Home Alone collector set, which includes Home Alone, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, Home Alone 3, and Home Alone, Taking Back the House, and Home Alone Holiday Heist. Yeah, there's 5 Home Alone movies. You are now cursed with that knowledge that there is 5 Home Alone movies. And you've only seen 2. And only one of them is good. I know there's people who want to say Home Alone 2 is great, but you can't just do what another movie does exactly beat for beat and still be good. In my eyes, it's just not. But let's get down. Let's get down here and let you see what happened because I filmed this video. This is what you do to me. You make this. You make this happen. This exact thing is your fault. Your fault. You made this happen. You made me collect all this garbage, and now I don't know what to do with it anymore. I'm gonna go. I don't know. I'm too tired to even think. But yeah, I love my movie collection, and I'm hoping to get more. Not more, because then I have to make 30-minute videos. If I went into detail, this video would probably be like 5 hours long, and I'm serious. Look at all these movies everywhere, and I have all my movies organized a certain way, and I have no idea how I'm gonna put it back because I'd have to dig here and try to find the exact movies and things that go together. I think, and try not to rip or damage movies. Let's see. I'm going to have to do it. Good night, everybody. Sleep well, because I won't. I don't sleep anymore. I'm a YouTuber. What am I doing with my life? kidding. I love you guys, and this is why I make videos. To show off cool crap like this. All this crap. I love everything in my collection. Good or bad. I love it, and I would never quit making videos because I love you guys too much. So if you feel like nobody loves me in life, well, just know I love you more than you know. And I don't mean that in a creepy way. This video just got really awkward. I'm going to turn it off now. It is not turned